And coming up, a modern future for the traditional honesty box. We'll find out why those little roadside stalls are enjoying a revival.
Now, they're the unmanned roadside stalls selling local produce, which have been around for generations. But now, honesty boxes are enjoying a bit of a revival.
Peter's taking a look at this one this morning. Good morning to you. I like seeing honesty boxes.
What's your favourite thing you've picked up in an honesty box?
Free-range eggs.
It's always eggs, isn't it? And they're always better.
Free-range eggs or local honey.
Very good. I've got some honey and jam I'm going to show you in a second. They're enjoying a bit of a revival thanks to social media, actually. So now it's not just you chancing upon them, walking along the street. People are actually making a beeline for them, making special journeys just to see and buy things from those honesty boxes. Really interesting. Good morning, everyone. When I was at school, a long time ago, it was picking up the free-range eggs that Naga was talking about. Or, of course, I did promise you some rather tasty homemade jam. The focus, understandably, was on homegrown produce. You take what you fancy, you pop some pennies in a box, like this one here, if you've picked up some of these rather lovely potatoes. But they have moved with the times. Nowadays, they can be filled with all sorts of goodies. So if you're lucky enough to be walking near Ullswater, you might come across this. Look at this. It's a chocolate chip banana loaf, brownies, rocky roads, making me feel very hungry. Or if you still do want some locally grown veg, but fancy, beetroot and kale on offer here on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. And if you come across a box, but you're on 4 feet, well, even dogs are catered for in Hull. Pork scratchings, duck strips, maybe a chicken foot. I think I'll stick to the brownies. To address the decline in cash usage, honesty boxes, though, have had to move with the times and adapt to become digital. And you can see why, because half of us now regularly use mobile payments. So you might well see one of these, a QR code at the roadside stall, not a penny jar. These take you to the online payment options. As ever, though, if you do come across one, make sure the code hasn't been tampered with or covered over. That could be a scam. And there are many reasons, though, why people might choose to open and run an honesty box, as our cost of living correspondent Kevin Peachy has been finding out.
Like a lot of 7-year-olds, Evan loves Lego and dinosaurs.
He's intelligent and the smartest dinosaur.
Unlike most 7-year-olds, he has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a life-limiting condition that affects his muscles and will leave him reliant on a wheelchair. His mum and dad were told their 2-storey home was unsafe for Evan.
Unfortunately, as is the way of the world, the kind of house that he needs is ridiculously expensive. We're just normal working people. We don't have the affordability for a mortgage for a bungalow that's £500,000. So we crunched some numbers, we did some looking around and figured that the best way to keep him safe, for as long as we are lucky enough to have him, is to build a home. We don't want to knock.
And so the fundraising for a plot of land has begun, pound by pound, bake sale by bake sale.
The bake shed allows us to give something back to the people to our community who come along and buy goods. It feels less like we're just asking for people to donate money with nothing in return, and it makes us feel a little bit better that they get something nice to eat. They all go in there in baskets. We have our instructions. We have our
cash box.
Our cash
so people
box.
paying cash, or do they pay? Or they've got the QR code.
Yep, QR code or cash. They either pop their cash in there or scan the QR code. And yeah, it's as simple as that.
They think of honesty boxes as a rural roadside relic, a place where people dropped in a few coins for eggs and apples. But thanks to smartphones, well, now people have a new way to pay, and they have a new way via social media to advertise their new honesty boxes, and so they're popping up all over the country.
Small businesses and charities are selling cakes, plants, even books and trinkets.
So we got Ridley's Little Hut.
Yep.
Show us inside.
At this farm in Kent, they've supersized the traditional honesty box.
Ice cream, butter, cheese, soup, yogurts, honey, eggs.
And honesty's the best policy, people paying up?
Yeah, most people pay. We don't have many problems. So they pay over here with this honesty change box here, and then they pay by card here, and then some people like to write down what they've taken. They sometimes write their address and where they've come from.
Back in nearby Maidstone, Laura will be up late prepping for this weekend's Christmas sale.
We are going to make some brownie wreaths.
hoping the season of goodwill will bring generous donations for Evan's future and for others like him. Kevin Peachy, BBC News.
Those brownies do look delicious. Good luck to Laura on her bake sale this weekend for Evan. And I'd love to hear from you on this one. Do you have your own honesty box? Have you got a favourite one that you visit again and again, that you go out of your way to visit, perhaps? You can get in touch. Send us your pictures as well of your favourite honesty boxes. Details on how to get in touch on the screen there. You can get in touch with us in all the usual ways. And Naga Charlie, I was wondering, are people still honest these days? One of the people we spoke to for this bit of research said, actually, even with a QR code, more than 90% of people are still paying. And, you know, that makes you feel quite good about humanity, doesn't it, I think? We are still honest.
The 10% aren't.
You're always looking at the negative, Naga.
No, I'm not. I'm just quite surprised that 1 in 10 people don't pay when it's an honesty box. There's something in the name.
Maybe they go, oh, I'll pay later. I'll grab the eggs now and pay later, and then they forget. I'm trying to feel positive about people.
A couple of minutes before we go and hand you over to Morning Live, but we wanted to refer to all the pictures you've been sending of honesty boxes.
Yes, you know the kind of thing where you're driving along and you see a little sign on the side of the road for sale and you just go and buy it. Peter, you've been sent lots of things this morning, haven't you? Because
they're making a little bit of a revival because of social media, people sort of advertising their honesty boxes and also QR codes, so you can now pay digitally. Let me show you some of my favourites. I'm going to do this road trip. So this is in Thorrington, in Essex. It's called the Honey Hub. So that's an old phone box full of honey and eggs. And I've seen another picture of this one. It even lights up at night, so you don't just need to visit the box during the day.
Shall we go over to Spalding in Lincolnshire? This box has been selling flowers to the local community for more than 2 years. Professional looking. It's a big box, even signs.
Here's one from Sanchi who says she's been using this honesty box in Cambridgeshire. Look at that. Nearly 35 years that's been going on to sell daffodils. How about that?
And last, but by no means least, Sam has sent in this one. This is an honesty box of dog treats, the Dog Cave. They say it's the only dog honesty box they've seen in the whole of South Wales. There you go.
How do the dogs...
Gap in the market.
How do the dogs make the payment?
QR code.
Of course.
Obviously.
So silly. That's it from us this morning. We'll be back, of course, from 6 tomorrow.
And now it's time for Morning Live.